Today we're talking about Burt Coyote Lumenok. Welcome back to the channel, guys. If you're new to the channel, please consider subscribing to the channel. Also hit that bell icon so you guys never miss a video. Down in the comments below, let me know what lighted nocks you guys are currently shooting. One thing I'd like to point out is today's video is not a sponsored video. As new products come out and as I test products and find out what works and doesn't work, I like to inform you guys to keep you guys updated. That way you know what products to purchase and what products not to purchase. And what works for one person may not work for the next guy. So today, like I said, we're talking about Burt Coyote Lumenoks. They're lighted nocks. Here is the nock here. And I'm glad that I switched these Lumenoks roughly, I want to say about 2 months ago. And I pretty much tried a lot of nocks over the years. And I never really used lighted nocks until maybe about a year and a half ago. And I'm not going to say the brand that I was using, but they worked very good until you shot a deer. And when you shot a deer, the exit would actually, or the impact of the, whether it's hitting the dirt or a target or something hard, when it passes through that deer, the nock would actually turn off, and that's no good. It didn't do it all the time. It did it a few times, and I thought it was maybe just a bad nock or something like that, but it was actually just a bad design. So I switched to these Lumenoks. Just shot a deer yesterday with them. It passed through the deer. It didn't turn off or not. It did what it was supposed to do, but it comes down to installation. And what I mean by that is it has to be a snug fit. I'm going to show you guys in this video how to install the Lumenok and how to make sure that it's actually installed properly. Now I don't know if you guys can see. Let's see if we can focus this here. Alright guys, so as you can see, it's got these little ridges on the upper shaft here. And those ridges can be shaved off so you get a proper fit into the arrow shaft. See them ridges right there? And what I've found is that I'm shooting Black Eagle arrows, zombie slayers. So on my setup, there's roughly 1, 2, 3, I don't know, 10 ridges on there that can be shaved off so you get a proper fit. Well, I found with these arrows, I have to shave one ridge off to get a snug fit. That way it works as advertised. And that's what they're there for. They're there to be shaved off so you get a proper fit. And I'm going to show you guys exactly how to do that. And what you want to do is you want to purchase a Lumenok that's meant for your arrows, and on the back of the paperwork it tells you what nock will fit what arrow. So you want to take out your original nock, and when you guys insert these, you don't want it to be so tight to where you gotta like force it, put it against a wall or something to get it forced in there. It's just too tight. It's not going to work properly. So on my case, I have to shave one of them ridges off there, and when you do that, it's going to create a snug fit to where you can take your nock, and you want to be able to take your first finger and your thumb and you just work it back and forth until it turns off, and then you can also get to turn on as well. Alright guys, so here we are, and what you want to do is you want to take a very sharp knife and just take this ridge here, and you want to shave it. You want to shave that ridge off just like that, and you peel it off. Be careful when doing that. I knew there was a ridge here, so I'm not going to hit my finger, but you want to cut towards your finger there and just shave that off just like that. Okay. Alright, so now that you have your ridge shaved off, go ahead and line it up with your fletching there. Pop it in, and you push it in and see how it goes off. We'll work it back and forth with your thumb and your first finger. It turns off. That's how you want it to go. you don't want to have to make it too tight to where you got to put it on the table or something to get it to go off. So you push down and it activates. Now that is a super bright lighted knock. Now to get it to turn off, they make a tool for this, but I found that if you install them properly, you don't need a tool to do this. So you just work that back and forth with your thumb and your first finger, and it'll turn off. Now when this passes through the animal, it's tight enough to where it's not going to turn off. And that was the issue that I was having with the other nocks that I was shooting. These are actually 30% brighter than I found from any other knock that I have used. These are the green orange ones. They also have green ones as well. But this, I think it weighs 28 grains, so you will have to adjust your sight. And I've had to do that with pretty much every lighted knock that I've actually shot, is you have to adjust your sight to compensate for that, the heavier knock than your standard one. The batteries on this are replaceable. I haven't had to do it yet, but I'm gonna do a test shortly to see how long they actually last. They advertise, I think, 30 hours, I believe, 40 hours, or maybe 24, something like that. But they come in 3 packs, fairly priced. I think they're $24 or $29, something like that, but they're bright. They're not going to turn off. As long as they're installed properly, they're not going to turn off through a pass-through. Thank you guys for watching. If you have any questions, comments, leave them down below. If you're new to the channel, be sure to subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time.